It's kind of chilly this morning, mid-40s, upper 40s, but we're going to get to planting again today. We got a half-inch rain on, what day was that, Friday? Yeah, Friday night. So we've had Saturday and Sunday to dry out. Yesterday was a really nice day, and we are good again. And even though we got rain on Friday, Saturday afternoon, there was no water in the driveway, which is crazy. Half-inch of rain, it shouldn't have disappeared that fast, but it did. So, first things first this morning is we're going to pull the seed tender out because it's parked by the planter, so I can check how much fertilizer is in the planter. And then we'll dump a box of seed in the seed tender and then pull the fertilizer tender around and fill that up with everything we need. We're starting with an 18-acre field today, and we're hoping probably to get the first 30 acres of the second field done, which is the 70 that is no-tilling into cover crop. While I'm planting today, Dad is going to be fitting ground pretty much as long as he can because we've got plenty to do. We've only got 58 acres of bean planting ground to prep yet, but we've got plenty of corn ground he can go ahead and start hitting. That way I can eliminate a burn down pass. And then we'll just come in and hit it again right before we plant it. Hopefully that tractor has the acres on it and it's not going to break before we get to that, but we never know, I guess. Them are some big beans. It's good. We've got our 2x2 mixed up and our in-furrow mixed up with the calculations done for what's left in the planter. Here is our list breakdown here if anybody wants to see it, what we're putting in this load. Basically the same as last load, but there's no copper, and the zinc is a little bit higher rate than last time, and the manganese is a little higher. So you can see these two. This is our last field we did. So last field we were at 0.8 pints of manganese. This field's 0.7, so a little lower. And then the last field was 0.78 pints of zinc. This one's 0.86. So needs a little less manganese, a little more zinc, and no copper. So that's what we're off to do now. I'm going to run this down there. It's next to Dad's house, so he should still be there. And then I can catch a ride back, and we'll both take the seed tender and planter down. And then after I get loaded up, he can bring this home because I won't need it anymore down there. So, and of course, I got to let Greta out. What's up, Greta? Come on. Come on out. Let's go outside. Let's go outside, Greta. You can go eat your dandelions. We are planting. 7 acres in, almost half done. The furrow's looking close so far, but I say that every time, so I'm not banking on it anymore. This field was planted really weird when it came to corn. If I remember right, Dad planted these long rows over and then went over to that side, so there was point rows in the middle. So this is going to be one wacky looking bean field because I got to follow the corn stalks, or else we'll have a terrible stand if we end up planting on rows. So yeah, don't judge me on this one, please. It's not going to be the straight picket fence looking field, but luckily you can't see 90% of it from the road, so we're going to be good. Running about 127, 125, I think I saw it drop down to, yeah. So, pretty good.
that might spike or it might go down. We just switched varieties and there's a little bit in the bottom. So I did some short rows and then switched the variety tracking. So now we're on 29, 22s, but that might change here shortly. Like it just dropped 5,000 seeds an acre, but I don't know. I'm not in too big of a yank of adjusting it. As long as it's above 120 in no-till conditions, we'll be all right. In my opinion anyway. We're trying to keep that around 57. It's around there. And yeah, just crunching it out. We're about halfway on the 2x2, which is about right. Today is looking like the only day this week we're really going to get planting done. We'll be switching over and spraying a bunch at the end of the week, I think. But tomorrow we got like 3/10 of rain, and then Thursday, Friday, I think there's 6/10 of rain. So as soon as that 3/10 dried off, I don't know, we may be able to go on Wednesday, but we'll see. We'll see. It's got to be a real clear we can go day, because if we're running a test plot after we get done with what we're doing today, so I got to be able to have my seed guy out. Don't want to hit that tree with the row marker. So yeah, got some careful planning going on here on the next run, but we'll get her done. It's not going to be an issue. So keep you guys posted. Nothing happened so far. Plugged the gauge wheel. There's some muddy spots in this field, but that's to be expected. That's just the way this field is. Need some tile, just like the rest of them. Just like that, an hour and 21 minutes later, we're done. That says 19.6 acres, it's about 18. Overlap. We're down there on infro, but we ain't as far as we should be. I don't think. I don't know, I'll check it. May bump it up to 60 PSI. It's kind of as high as I feel comfortable going though, before we start blowing stuff apart. We'll see. I had a pressure spike at the end there, so before we start the next field, we're going to do a check. Probably got a furrow jet that plugged up there last second, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to get a ride. Hopefully Dad's done fitting the little area that needs to be fit on the next one. And yeah, 30 acres left for the day. Let's get her knocked out. After that, we got to start a variety plot, which will take a minute, and the seed guy's got to be here, like I said. So we'll see. Tomorrow there's 3/10 of rain, so that's going to put us out of the field for sure, because I would have liked there to be another day of drying on this field, I think, but 95% of it was good, so it's about as good as it's going to get. We're backed up to the seed tender now. We're going to top off before we head to the next field, because we got 30 acres to do, so that's going to be 2 seed fills anyway. So I might as well start full so that I have optimal planting time next time, because we got to, after this, we got to go up to the farm, mix more fertilizer, and come back and all that. So I might as well just fill up the seed now, and then we'll head to the field. Well, I got the seed filled up, but I got a call from Dad. We're heading up to the farm now instead. The starter took a crap on the 4-wheel drive, so we gotta I gotta use one sitting on the bench, and there's one on the 4440 that's on its last leg, so we'll get that all figured out before we go to the next field, because there is some, we're no-tilling into a standing cover, but we had some compaction areas that I did chisel plow, so we gotta wait until we can have that tractor. We had some manure piles out here that got spread into the backfield, so this just got chisel plowed here, this little corner and along the lane, because the lane is in rough shape and nobody likes using it, so they drive along the field. So I chisel plowed that as well. So Dad's just got fit up this little corner, and then we have a field of beans in the very back, 58 acres, that is also getting worked. You can see that 24 that we did on Friday right back there, that corn stubble. But this is all cover crop that we're going to no-till into. I've got the last, well, I've got 2 fields worth of prescriptions here, but I'm missing one. We have 3 fields beans left, but somehow I'm missing one, somehow. I'll have to maybe print off another one. 66 acres, so we're splitting this. We're doing 33 acres now, and then we will have another 33 acres later. All right, gotta make my list and then fill it out. There's 20 gallons in the planter. I have to account for that. We have 650 gallons mixed up in the 2x2, 150 gallons in the Enviro. This one's a simple field. It's not deficient in much. We just got the boron in there, which is about the same. And then we have manganese, 0.8 pints. And that is it. No other micros in this field. So that's good. Cheaper mix. But got everything tidied up here so we don't have to come back tonight. This is going to be it. 33 acres on the 2x2, 29 on the Enviro. Run this out tonight and call it good. There is a thunderstorm coming at 6 a.m. and chances are I'm going to be out late tonight, so I'm going to put this mower away because I know I won't feel like doing it when I get back. What's up, Greta? What's up? Been out all day in the yard. Look, there's still dandelions. What are you doing? Obviously not your job. You gotta get down now. There you go. Down to 3 boxes of beans, test plot seed, and 2 bags of 2.2s. So getting close. 2 more fields after the one we're going to start. 1 big one, 1 really little one. I gotta figure out. I gotta try and dig up my wreck on the one. I don't know how I lost it. A little bit different view for the next 70 acres. 66 technically, but planting into a cover crop mix here. Started with annual ryegrass, clover, radishes, turnips, Ethiopian, no, we don't have Ethiopian cabbage in this. And I think that's it actually. And then the turnips and radishes winter killed, and now we're left with annual ryegrass, clover, and any volunteer wheat coming up. The soil tilth is amazing out here. We are anywhere between 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 inches. You can see that row marker throwing dirt out there. We're on the same settings as what we were going into corn stubble with, and it's actually going a little deeper than what we were with corn stubble. Pretty incredible. You do got to make sure you know where you're at, because you can easily lose track of where you're at. That row mark is not the most clear, but it is there. Luckily we got light bar, so if we do lose it, we can kind of follow ourselves. But we're up to 62 PSI on the Enviro, trying to get that dialed. Like I said, this field's just 2 gallons of 31818, 2 point something gallons of Sidekick, which is double aught 25, and 1.8 pints of boron and 0.8 pints of manganese, and that's all this field wants. So that's what we're giving it. Got a lot to do. We're hopefully going to get the first 30 acres done tonight, and then in the next couple days I'll get the first 30 sprayed. And then when we get started again over there where the wagon's at, we'll start our seed trial and our golden harvest seed trial, and then finish that 30 over there. And at some point we'll switch from a 2.9 to a 2.7. I just stopped at that end at the front of the field at 14 or 13.8 acres because it was going to be at 15 before I got down and back, and I would have been out of Enviro. Looks like we do got her dialed in now. I got everything that was in the tender now on the planter. Aside from the 2x2, there's a little bit left in the tender yet, but we're going to try and get this 33 acres done, and then we'll see what happens here. I filled with seed as well, and it kind of caught me off guard. The seed tender did not fill me all the way up, so I had to shuffle some seed around with the coffee can. But after I thought about it for a little bit, that came out right. I shouldn't have been able to fill up again, because that would have been the third time. So, yep, we got it. We're doing it right. I just gotta quit stressing about it and just drive the tractor. So, everything seems to be going good. I've got more liquid in that tank than I feel comfortable with right now. I can see that mount rocking. I've got to figure out how to brace it a little more next year, but for now, we are not going to put more than 90 gallons in it because I have 100 right now. It moves too much. It'll be down enough by the time I get back to the other end of the field, so it'll be okay. In this long field, it doesn't take long to make acres, but we're not going to fill it up that full again, for sure. And I didn't need to this time, because I'm going to have to stop again and fill with 2x2, so that was kind of pointless. And I'm hoping I get it down before the tank breaks off, so let's see. We're getting there. We're close to that point. That point's halfway. We're at 21 acres. Them furrows looking like it's coming out right again, but we'll see when we get to the end. We had a thin spot over here, the cover. It got kind of thin, but we're back into the thicker stuff. This is mostly ryegrass, I think. I'm not sure. Early in the cover crop game, so it's hard to identify stuff. Like that dark stuff there, I think is wheat, but I think the lighter stuff is ryegrass. At least that's what I think. I don't know. You can kind of see stripes of darker hints. I think that's where the windrow's laid behind the combine, and that's where the volunteer wheat's coming up. I think. I don't know. So we'll have to stop again probably, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll have to stop again and top off the 2x2. But other than that, we should have everything we need. Our pressure's running a little lower than what we started with. It's about right though. Trying to stay between 58 and 60. Got some little rough patches out here. But fields like this feel smaller when you got 30 feet implements. Having fun though. It's good to finally feel close to being on rate. I'll show you guys a planner for a bit. Rolls over nice still. You can see it rolling the side or the top off with the row marker. The row marker's running like 2-3 inches deep over there, so it's plenty soft. It's not soft as wet. It's soft as just that ryegrass and the radishes and everything do a really good job with compaction in the top 6 inches. Ryegrass is the only plant that has like 200 psi of root force. So ryegrass will shatter almost any hard pan you have if you leave it out here long enough. But I always like no-tilling into this stuff. We are 28 acres. It is 8:51. I gotta walk over there, grab the truck and tender, and top off my 2x2. I've got like, I don't know, 40 gallons left in that side. That side's just about out, so we're gonna top off with whatever's left in there. That should get me to 33 acres or close. I think I'm gonna run out of field before I run out of product. I think this isn't quite 33 acres to that point, but whatever, that'll work. We'll end up pumping off that side since it leaks. We'll have the parts by the time we get back in the field to fix that, and we'll have that all put back together. So yeah, the in-furrow is close. Got 4 acres left. It's bobbing around 20 gallons back there, so you gotta go get the truck. 31 acres done. I made 1 round after I topped off with 2x2, and now I'm about out of seed. So I'm gonna be getting out like every 100 feet and shuffling seed around if I want to make another round. So we'll call it good there. We're at a good spot to start the test plot, I think. So we're over here at the second driveway next to the tender. We're gonna get this 2x2 pumped off, and then our in-furrow is pretty dang close. We're sitting around 10-15 gallons, and I mixed for 33, so pretty close. We're dang close to 5 gallons, if not a little less. So right where I want to be. It'll probably change a little bit if we have a higher concentrated 318-18 in another field, but we'll have to crank it up a little bit. That's it for tonight. It's 9:20. It'll probably be 10:30 by the time I get everything up, and by the time I go get Dad. I don't know if you can see him. There's lights back there. That's him still going. So I'm gonna get this pumped off, fold it up, take it home, put it in the barn, and then I'll bring his truck out and see if he wants to leave that tractor out there or bring it up here, bring it up to the farm. Thank you guys for watching. I'll start a new video up tomorrow. You guys got a good planting video today. Like if you haven't, it's down below the video. It's free. Subscribe if you're new. That notifies you when I upload if you're interested in that. And I'll see you guys next time.